After 3 years being lost at sea on a cargo ship coming back from Holland, we are back in the United States in the now resurrected Minneapolis Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota, set for another exciting night of TLG action. A signature tacky dirt here in Minneapolis set to send these drivers for a loop on a very tight Chicago-style track. A couple new faces, plenty of mosh truck racing, and a little surprise for you guys if you decide to stick around. Don't miss it here on The Long Game. Hello? Are we here? Alright. Yeah, we're back on U.S. soil. We've been lost at sea for 3 years, and I'll tell you, once you run out of food, rubber does not taste very good. Hi, I'm Jack with Deli here on The Long Game. We are back here for another very, very exciting night of action. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be easy for these drivers on this track. It's a very tacky track, a very tight one. Be a bit of a change of pace here, but we've got some pretty, great competitors here. Some new faces, some new trucks returning with new drivers. So I'm excited. How do you feel, Deli?
I don't know, man. This is shaping up to be one of the most crucial stops on TLG Season 2 for the Points Championship. But before we get into that, let's just take a quick look at our field of trucks right here. Keith Powell, Bob and Tom, always good to see this guy come back. Austin Dahlgren in the Pastrana 199 out of Rock Island, Illinois. He's been around for a while. Let's see if he can step up to the plate this time. Magnus Berkland in the Instigator. This guy, he's one of the all-time superstars in Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam.
And Max D is back with Travis Palm behind the wheel. And veteran Blake Thompson in the mighty Sudden Impact to make a big impression here in Minneapolis. Trevor Michaelesco, not to be denied, he wants to get a big victory here in El Toro Loco off Chicago.
For sure, man. And here comes Chadwick Deerfoot in the Swamp Thing out of Dallas, Georgia. Another veteran. But, Tyler May and Taz, he's been around a lot longer. He's got double digits under his belt for the time he's been competing. But you can never count out Alex Ferrulo and the Team Suzuki. He started out his season strong. Let's see if he can hold it up towards the end.
A new face here, making his return here. Chris Bialk in Total Chaos wants to go big. And Jack Meredith making his return as well in the Mighty Bulldozer of Alameda, California. Danny Walker, the reigning points champion and freestyle champion in the Black and Green Wrecking Machine at Accokeek, Maryland of Gravedigger.
And of course, we've also got one of the most consistent drivers on the tour, Chris Pervilarakis in the Bounty Hunter, Vincent Ackert in the American Guardian. He's been around for a while. We're going to have to see him step up to the plate here in Minneapolis, and never count out one of the up-and-coming superstars in Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam, Tyler Richmond in the High Roller.
And the man who wants to win it all here this season, Trevor Amos on the Line X Obsession. He's obsessed with victory. And we see our bracket here, American Guardian taking on Taz. Now, Taz is the #1 qualifier. Now, Tyler May's a great driver. He's really kind of stepped up to the plate for this show. He's going to be the one to watch out for in round number 1 and as the show goes on. Of course, we've got some very strong matchups going on. Alex Ferrulo and Trevor Michaelesco, I think the two, they really want to get a racing victory as well as Tyler Richmond. They've gotten victories elsewhere. They want to be great racers, and I think this is going to be the track that really sets the man apart from the boys.
Oh boy, here we go. Tyler May and Vincent Ackert, both of these guys have been around the scene for a long time. They got to watch the starting lights on top of the box in the middle of the track. That's really cool.
Yeah, we don't have a very tall starting light. They got to see somehow. Very tight turns. It's really dead even to come across this second set of jumps.
Look at Ackert going into the final turn. He's got May going to the finish. Oh,
he
man.
is. That's an upset. I mean, Vincent's no slouch either, but look at this. The first race of the night, the #1 qualifier is knocked out cold, and that is a really impressive victory for Vincent Ackert.
Wow. Never count out Vincent Ackert, the American Guardian. He's been running strong. As we continue with round number 1 racing, it's the points leader, Trevor Amos, in the Line X Obsession, taking on Magnus Berkland, one of the all-time greats in the Instigator.
Magnus, our negotiator, coming back from Europe, and he's left sleeping on the line. Maybe he was staying up a little bit too long trying to get us back into the United States. Trevor Amos got him.
Nah, for sure. Going into the second set of cars towards the final turn. It's looking like Amos is going to walk away. Wait, no, here he... Oh, boy! Wow,
the signature
what a race.
squirrely run from Magnus and Instigator. Trevor Amos, smooth as silk. It's not a very surprising victory. He's trying to win another racing victory here tonight in Minneapolis. He's got a pretty good chance of doing it with runs like that.
No, for sure. And you could even tell that Magnus, he was trying to come back, gave him everything that Instigator had, but just wasn't enough to keep up with the points leader. Here comes Austin Dahlgren in the Pastrana 199, taking on one of the all-time greats, Tyler Richmond, in the high roller. There's the green light. Start. Man.
Tyler's a guy, he's been qualifying so fast all season. Oh, no. Man, Austin's really in trouble. He just got a penalty on those cars. Tyler wants to get a racing victory here. Uh-oh. That was a good save there from Tyler. Austin's going over.
Oh, no! Oh, he's over. Oh, man, I got to look at the replay of that again. Just look at how tight this track is, and especially with how tacky the dirt is. You can see the trucks hike up. Even if they take the turn smooth, there's still a bit of resistance there. I mean, look at Austin Dahlgren. I mean, he wasn't square when he hit that ramp, and up into the barriers he went. And here comes Blake Thompson, one of the all-time superstars. He's in the sudden impact, taking on Travis Palm, the return of Max D.
This is really a battle of the guys who have proved themselves on this tour. Now, they've proven themselves elsewhere. Travis is going over. No! Travis going over.
Save it! There it is!
He's back on all four wheels.
There it is!
That's what that truck's designed to do, but he's not going to win this race. It's going to be all Blake Thompson moving on to round number 2.
Man, you got to think, though. You got to give kudos to Blake Thompson for giving it everything he had, even if, Maximum Destruction rolled in that corner. He still gave up a great race, regardless of what happened.
And hey, even if Travis didn't win in front of his home state, he put on a great show. They're not going to forget that move.
No, for sure. This is going to be a good one right here. Chris Pervilarakis, one of the only keyboard users in Monster Jam The Long Game. He's going up against El Toro Loco. This is going to be a really good one, I can already tell.
Red versus blue, a battle of the young guns here. This is very close.
Oh, man. Oh, El Toro Loco's off the track just a little bit. Is it going to count? Oh, man, what an upset. El Toro Loco takes the victory. Chris is knocked out.
Wait, with Trevor, he's made it to the finals before, or very, very close as well. I'm not that surprised on the victory, but this is a pretty evenly matched race, I'd say. And, well, Trevor just got the better race out of him.
Wow. What a race. This is only round 1, and we're getting some finals caliber races going into... Oh boy, here we go. Danny Walker in the Gravedigger. This guy was the fastest qualifier in Arnhem. He's going up against Chris Bialik in Total Chaos. This is one for the ages.
Oh wow, what a jump at the line there for Gravedigger. Total Chaos left sleeping. I don't think he can catch up.
You gotta think though, Gravedigger has been on kill with the starts, especially when the lights go green. Going to the finish, it's all Gravedigger. Danny Walker's on fire, and it's only round 1. Oh!
Chris really wanted that win, but yeah, I mean, Danny, this truck here, he knew it would be difficult to drive. He's been trying to really wheel it great all season. It's been kind of up and down for him, but he's been doing great, and that's a run that you want. That's the best run we've seen so far tonight.
Man, you got to give some credit to Chris Bialik, though. He tried to keep up, gave everything he had, but he ended up off the track. Here's Chadwick Deerfoot and Swamp Thing going up against Jack Meredith and the Bulldozer. Some great guys in the league, but only one's going to move on.
We'll see as I make it here through this first turn here. Very tight
what
there.
What a corner from Swamp Thing!
Bulldozer's all over the place here.
Oh boy. Bulldozer's got some ground to make up. It's not going to be enough. Deerfoot takes the lead over Bulldozer. He's going over! Oh no! That's the 3rd truck to end the race out of bounds. Wow.
That was a rough roll, too. I think he tried to save it real good. He also got a penalty on those cars. I think these turns, the exits are what's getting a lot of these guys. They're exiting maybe a little bit too early, or maybe they're expecting the trucks to drift a little bit more. They hike up more, so they almost take out that 3rd pole, and then, coming across the cars, they roll over, too.
Man, that looked like a rough landing for Bulldozer, too. Going into the next race, another Team Men's truck. Keith Powell on the Bob and Tom going up against Alex Ferrulo in the Team Suzuki. This could be a game changer.
Alex is a wild man. He's not going to lay down for anybody.
Man! Bob and Tom! Oh, no!
That's a penalty on Bob and Tom.
Oh,
I don't think he's
for
going to
sure.
get this race.
He's all over the course. That's another penalty. That's 2 of them. Oh, man. Oh, both of them are sideways. Oh, look out. Oh, no.
Right on the dumpsters. He parked on the dumpsters. That's quite the crash there for Bob and Tom. A really ugly race there. I mean, this track is not easy for anybody. We haven't seen a whole lot of Keith Powell. And of course, Alex Frullo, he was on the racket edge the whole time. He almost rolled over at the end.
Oh man, you gotta think. At least almost every race in this round has had one of the trucks either out of bounds or up on the wall protection, and that just shows you how tough this track is. It's tight, it's tacky, and even in every race, even if you take it consistent, there's always going to be a hike up. But either way, here's just a very quick recap of round number 1. Going into the second round, our 8 are in. Only 4 will come out into the semifinals.
And you guys might have forgotten about this little segment here called Pro Stadium Trucks. We had it a lot in Season 1, and we've got 8 trucks here. They are not going to make the monsters look like the big stars tonight. They are going to go for it as well. We've got a great lineup here, a who's who of little tough trucks here. Optical Illusion, you see there in the orange, versus Little Beast, the white truck in the far lane. Now, this is a difficult track here because not only is it difficult for these monster trucks, it's a bit difficult for these little trucks too. They don't have a whole lot of suspension, not a whole lot of horsepower, but they're giving it their all here. This is the same style track here. They're going on these little hills on the outside.
Look at Little Beast go! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Yeah, Darren Fry, he wants this victory. He's not going to let Troy Duran get to close the gap here, but he will close the gap.
No way! Wow, what a run from Optical Illusion. That is incredible.
Now we have Riff Raff on the right side versus Bubba. Roger Cardwell on the left side. Dave Quattrochi, you see there in Riff Raff. I think the biggest tough part here is coming across those whoops there at the end, because you kind of want to glide over them. You want to bounce into them. That'll kind of kick you on your side, maybe, or maybe have you go end over end.
Yeah, no, for sure.
As you see right there, that's a tough landing.
Oh boy.
That's what
the final
cost him.
turn. Here we go.
Whoa! Look at that air.
Oh man, cleared the rollers too. That was cool.
Big victory there for Riff Raff. You see Twister here versus Rancho. Thomas Ray Wright and Twister versus Rick Armbrust and the Rancho Ford. Even though it's Chevy, don't worry about it. Thomas Ray White is a great driver. He's got a pretty commanding lead here so far. Rick is going real wide.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh no! He
Thomas
saved it.
goes
No,
over.
He's not going to. Oh man,
No.
These trucks are all over the place.
They really, really are. They're getting a little overzealous here. Look at that drift there from Rick Armbrust.
Man.
He knows this race is his. He's just going to cruise it across the finish line.
That was... wow. I mean, if that's a reflection of how this track is treating everyone, I don't know what to tell you.
You see Stray Voltage there in the far lane, that two-tone Chevy versus Wild Thing. John Jungle Boot and Wild Thing. This is, again, two veterans here. Stray Voltage going real wide. A lot of momentum there for Wild Thing.
Wild Thing's got some ground to make up here. Whoa, look out.
Oh, this is a real tough race there for Wild Thing. It's going to be all Stray Voltage if he can cross the finish line in one piece. Oh, my goodness.
Yikes, that was all front end. He's going to take the win regardless.
Man.
Wow. Still, though, you got to give some credit to Wild Thing. Give it all he got.
So really, it's a matter of survival in a lot of these races here. You want to just gun it and go as fast as you can, but it's not going to be easy. You saw Twister, a veteran, get taken out like it was nothing. So I think with these kind of races, it's all about how you control yourself, and the same thing goes with this next race here.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This race right here. Oh!
I just saw an early start there from Vincent Ackert. He's been disqualified.
Oh no, that's not what you want to do,
No.
especially in the second round of racing. You got to think. Maybe he was just a little bit too excited to get to the green light. It's all Trevor Amos in the Line X Obsession. Wow,
I think
that
it's
is
tough
an
there,
upset.
because Trevor's done the same thing in the past here. In some of his early races, we saw him red light. The only time he's lost since Phoenix has been to a red light. So with those kinds of situations there, I think it's probably just trying to time the light. You can never time it because it's a random timing system we have here in the long game, and unfortunately Vinny just couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, racing continues either way. Tyler Richmond in the high roller taking on Blake Thompson in the sudden impact. It's the kind of the old sombrero, if you will, going up against one of the up-and-coming greats, a Team Men's truck no less. So this thing knows how to rail.
Tyler's got a great lead here, but it's not by
Oh,
much.
no.
He's stumbling.
This could be everything.
Whoa! Oh, it is high roller. High roller gets the victory here in round number 2. That was a close race.
What an upset that has to be for Blake Thompson, especially because of how long he's been running. You got to think, though, That kind of has to give a little bit of an ego boost to Tyler Richmond.
Look at that.
Look at how close that is. That's matters of at least a quarter of a tire. That was incredible.
Trevor Michaelesco go up against Danny Walker. This is going to be a test for Trevor if he can beat Danny on a track like this. He's made it to the finals before. We'll see what happens.
Man, but you got to think, though. It's been very on and off for Danny this season, but he seems to be running this track really good going into the final turn. Oh, no. I spoke a little too soon.
Uh-oh, who's it going to be? It is El Toro Loco.
No
what
way.
A victory. And he's going over.
No.
He's going over.
This is only the second round of racing. We've already seen yet another big upset. Danny Walker and Gravedigger, he's second in points right now. He just got beat out by Trevor Michaelesco and El Toro Loco, who's currently 8th. You got to think, though, Danny's season so far has been up and down for racing, but this truck has been dialed in, and we know he can get a win. It's just a matter of when.
He's going to get to the World Final, I'll tell you that much. Another Chevy versus Ford matchup here. Chadwick the veteran versus Alex the hungry rookie.
Oh, for sure. This is going to be a good race.
Oh, Chadwick, you see that? Hike it up a little bit. Look at that jump there for Suzuki.
Ferrulo's got him in the final corner to the finish line. Oh!
Suzuki's just so fast. That's the thing. He just guns it. And he managed, I think Chadwick hiking up is what cost him that race.
Man, you got to think, though. Ferrulo's got Team Suzuki just dialed in completely. And like I said, even if you run this track tight, you're still going to have a little bit of grab in the truck, and it's going to swing up. Fortunately, it didn't do Chadwick Deerfoot any good. Ferrulo's going to the semifinals.
Now, this is quite a familiar semifinals we're seeing here. 4 of the best racers in the league going against each other. We're going to see who gets a racing victory here tonight, but not before we see the semifinals of Tough Trucks. Pro Stadium Trucks used to Optical Illusion versus Riff Raff. Riff Raff was all over the place in his last race. Optical Illusion, I think, has the best shot of winning this one.
Nah, for sure. Especially
oh my gosh!
And he's over! No!
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. I didn't think that would happen, but Optical Illusion, he might roll over too.
Man, you got to think about how much damage these trucks are taking. And I don't know, man, Optical Illusion, I mean, like you said, he's been running the track really consistent. He's running his race. He's keeping his equipment alive. Got to feel bad for Riff Raff, though. He's giving it all he had, just an unlucky bounce. Yeah,
that was the brakes, I suppose. You see Rick Armbrust on the left in the Rancho, and now you see Stray Voltage right in front of your screen coming across here. A good start there for Rancho.
Wow. Both of them look dialed in. They're even going into the second turn.
That's a tight turn there for Rancho. He lost a lot of speed there. He lost a lot of speed.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. This could be a game changer going into the final turn. We could see a change in points here.
That's going to be it there. It was that stumble coming.
Oh,
look at that wheel stand. And he's oh, my gosh.
Oh, ow. That was, oh, man. That was all on the passenger side. That was nothing but scrapes and bruises, man.
2 major wipeouts deciding who's going to be in the finals. Like I said, it's all about survival. Optical Illusion takes on Rancho in the finals on this tough truck track for the tough trucks.
Oh, for sure. As we get back to some Monster Jam racing, Trevor Amos in the Line X Obsession, your points leader, going up against one of the big guns, Blake Thompson in the Sudden Impact. This could be a make or break right here.
We should mention here, unfortunately, Tyler Richmond has some truck problems. We had to have Blake Thompson come in and replace him, so it's a great opportunity for Blake here, but he's got to go up against the best racer in the league.
Nah, for sure. It's also a good opportunity for him to make up some points, and it's not going to happen. Trevor Amos is unstoppable.
It seems to be that way here. I mean, he is just on such a roll this season. I think it's pretty much set in stone at this point. He's going to be the points winner at the end of this series. He's just trying to get as much of a point lead as he can. He wants to race his truck as good as he can and get it there for the World Finals.
Gotta think, how dialed in does your truck have to be? Now, is his opponent either going to be Alex Ferrulo and Team Suzuki or Trevor Michaelesco and El Toro Loco? Both of these guys are strong, but only one can go to the final.
I know they've had their battles with Trevor Amos in the past. They both want to get this victory here in Mini.
The turn from Suzuki. Oh, he's off the track.
Big trouble.
Going
to
the final turn. It's El Toro Loco all the way.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa, hang on. Save it. Oh, no.
He went for it all, and he got nothing out of that. I think he had to have known the race was lost at that point. This launch here is what set it all up for Trevor Michaelesco to win this race. And unfortunately, Alex, he went for it all, but there was nothing to be gotten there. He went cartwheeling over, and it's going to be Trevor Michaelesco versus Trevor Amos, the Trevor battle here in Minneapolis.
That is a wild crash. I gotta feel bad for Ferrulo, though. He gave it all he had, especially a guy who's at third in points right now. He's one of the most consistent racers on the field. Just a bad break, but, you know, here it is, your final race.
And the final race of the tough trucks. This should be quite a war here in the Metrodome. Rancho, Optical Illusion. Who's going to be?
I don't know, man. I got my bets on Optical Illusion going into this first turn.
Rancho's got a slight lead, though. He's got a great drift going on.
Oh, boy. Oh, Rancho's got the lead.
Kind of out of control here. No!
No! Oh, there goes my bet. Oh, man. You got to think the guy who's been running the most consistent in the tough truck competition gets beat out by Rancho. Oh, look at the way he parks it up on the roller. That is...
There's her photo op right there, Minnie. And you see, I mean, the tough trucks, they are really the last folk heroes you see out here in the monster trucking world, and there's an incredible night of action. Congratulations to Rick Armbrust. Now we're going to find out who we can congratulate from the big boys here. Is it going to be Trevor Michalesco, the one who's lost to Trevor Amos before, or is it going to be Trevor Amos, the one who's beaten them all?
This is going to be an interesting one. Either this will be a great points makeup for Michalesco and El Toro, or Amos is going to just continue to extend his points lead as we go into the first set of cars. Oh, this will be interesting.
Very, very close. I think we'll see who it's going to be here at the end. Oh, it's going to be Obsession.
No way. Amos does it again, further extending his points reach. He's going to be taking that racing victory. This man is unstoppable. I don't know what he's done to this truck. Maybe it's his shock setup, or he just really likes these tight and tacky tracks. He's just nothing but dialed in, and it seems to have been that way all season. This guy's got some serious talent.
He's got a real high gearing in that truck, and I guess the horsepower makes up for it. He runs real fast in those high gears, and he doesn't stop until he gets across the finish line. So congratulations there to Trevor Amos. He hasn't got enough this season, I'm sure. But hey, great job there for all of them, and thank you all for sticking around here. I mean, we're surprised that we're even here. This building here is still here. An incredible night of action. Some things never change, you know. Some things never quite change here in the long game. All roads lead to Las Vegas, or do they? The official destination of the Long Game World Finals 2, or will it be? Let's find out one of these days, because we are here on Bricks of Rods Monster Jam, the Long Game. We're sponsored by SimMonsters.com. Go there for all of your monster trucking needs. We have a Discord server, but we don't really use it anymore. We have a YouTube channel, which we are using now for you to watch this video. We are so happy that you're here to see this great action. These guys work so hard. We all work so hard. It's an incredible time here. And stay tuned for freestyle.